goodness of the chef there. That was a wonderful shot. They're going to break as well. Come on, lads. Well done. Some good work here on the flanks. That's it. Take them down. Go. Get out of there. Get out of there, lads. Possibly pushing against the grenadiers here as well. Look at that. They've fallen perfectly into our trap here. The cavalry's in the back. The majority of the fighting here. Actually, let's take out the general in his entirety here, shall we? Let's crush him between these two. Greetings and welcome to episode 199 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign. This, my friends, how it last time, where once again we see here we are being besieged once again in the Rhineland. This fort has seen a huge amount of battles. My goodness me, this must be about the 5th or 6th attempt the Spanish, I beg your pardon, have attempted to move against us here to try and break this sort of northern stronghold. And you can see we have been absolutely knee deep in the fighting here. As you can see, look at the tattered flags here. This means all of these forces have been involved in fighting, defending this one area all this time. Now, as you can see, the Spanish have also thinned out their forces because they've been sending them relentlessly into this sort of meat grinder here, as it were. It really has become a war of attrition here. And they've also started bringing up brand new troops from Spain and also from Italy. So again, they started to reinforce it, starting to bring the numbers back up again. But as you can see, to the north and south of them here, we have this really massive amount of forces we're pushing into here to sort of form this pincer movement here around them. Now, it has been a wonderful suggestion by the council as well that we actually move in an assault from sort of an amphibious assault and moving behind them here and attacking behind, maybe attacking Paris, or even landing a significant number of troops behind them here, and then using these to push out these forces here and meet those sort of forces that have landed in the middle, as it were, and trying to sort of entrap all we've got here in this sort of cauldron. Now, that's a wonderful idea. Might be something we might actually look at here. I'll get some more advice from the council on what they think of that. Might that be a viable option here in terms of an operation, but it would require us to pull forces from elsewhere, and to be honest with you, we are stretched absolutely to the limit. I kid you not, my friends, every single one of our armies, in fact, I would dare to say we probably don't have enough armies to deal with everything that's going on at the moment. We really are sort of moving forces back and forth, shuffling them back and forth, the different lines, trying to get them replenished and repaired, and then move them back into the line. As you can see, all of these forces here are damaged or have taken severe casualties. In other words, you've got this army here, which we might actually move. Instead of moving into here, we might actually move it to here to support. But the council were in two minds, whether we take this fight here or we allow them to, sort of the Spanish to just sort of sit there besieging the fort here, and hopefully we can get these forces. Now, I'm probably erring on the side of caution here. I don't think we'll take this fight here, because you can see many of our these armies are at full strength, but I'd like to pull in more forces. I'd like to counter-attack here. So if we defend this, which is more likely they will, mind you, they've got a huge amount of force here, 10,000 forces available to them, and I think they're all at full strength, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, not all of them. These aren't at full strength here, but then again, yes, they are. They are at full strength, actually, so the majority of these armies are at full strength. So we, apart from this here, these two here, but I think we might just let this one go for the moment, so we might be able to get these up to full strength. Then what we might do then is have all these forces just sitting here waiting in reinforcements, and we might actually strike out then, and maybe pull the front line to here. So in other words, have a line of troops here, just past this red line here, so that this fort gives a bit of a reprieve, and we might push this unit, this army here, into the pincer, the northern pincer. So we're really building up a real powerful sort of punch here. So when we punch out, this sort of mailed fist here will punch through the Spanish lines and give us what we need here. So we might just decline the attack here, and hopefully the Spaniards, look at that, more forces moving away from sort of Spain, Portugal, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're not in here and being sent. Look at this, see, they've actually moved away here. Would you look at that? So perhaps that was a good idea. That might give us the time we need here to replenish. And yes, indeed, it's Courland, Greece, who have just been sort of sat there in all reality. They haven't really done very much. But that'll give us some time now to, again, just to replenish here and just to reconfigure ourselves here. Get ourselves back on the front foot, because we have been really on the back foot, especially in the Middle East. But there's been a suggestion as well by the council we actually try and make peace with the Afghans so that we can focus on the Persians. The Persians are probably the biggest danger to us. If we can do that, we can probably pull the Marine Corps out of Esfahan and move them up to Baghdad. We'll see if we can achieve some peace with the Afghans, but I'm not 100% sure whether it will be successful or not. We do have 2 more forces here in St. Petersburg. We're just keeping a foothold in Russian terrain there. Look at that there. So we've got a College Divinity now in Persia. That's been finished here on the behest of the council as well, to try and bring people, the populace, under control as well. It looks like it's succeeding here. Push through the armies here. Looks like we are, yes. So it looks like it's gaining here, but it's got a long way to go just yet, but still. Now, there it is. We need to pull this force back here if possible and move it into, maybe move out with a strike force and actually go and attack into the teeth of the Persians here and give them a bit of a bloody nose so they don't come after us. But could we get peace with the Afghans? Let's see if we can actually achieve that. I'm not sure if we can, but we'll try at least. Let's see if we can request peace here. God grief. Mind you, that might be worth it. 18,000, we can afford that. So that might actually be worth it. Mind you, that's going to allow them to re-equip. But that would give us a time to deal with the Persians at least. Well, they got 18,000 here, but we can, and also it'll give us time to move more forces into the Middle East, which we definitely do. So I think we're going to gamble here and take this. It might only last a year or two, the peace, but at least it'll give us time to get ourselves organised for the Persians, and also allow us to bring more forces into the Middle East, which we do need to. So we'll take that peace treaty. And we've also paid a good chunk of cash here, but still. Okay, that's fine. So he's moved out now, and we can replenish these and repair these. We've got now this force here, which will take the road back here. We've got to be careful here. We're not caught out here. So what we will do, these Persians here, it's going to be a mighty fight that is there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't move down here and try and move this way into Esfahan, using the mountains as a shield. So we've got these. We do need to. I think we're going to have to pull. I think we have to pull the Marine Corps out of here. And we might keep this force in instead. So that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to move the Marine Corps out and head it towards Baghdad along the main road here. This road is the only way in and out. It's incredibly difficult to move through this terrain. This force will move back into defensive position because it's got excellent cannon fire support here, but we've got this force here as well, and this small force here of cavalry, which I think we'll try and bring these gentlemen back to here. But as you can see, they might be cut off before they get back, which would be a shame here, because we've got this force moving down here. And I think what we will do is we'll prepare to move here to Baghdad.
Yes.
One thing we're not going to do is allow Baghdad to fall. This is the linchpin here. And I will move these gentlemen back as well. This will also give us time to move additional forces into the area as well.
Yes. In position.
So we can probably bring more forces in from the homeland as well as Europe. We've got this here. This is secure here for the moment, at least. Alas, not brilliant, is it? Let's be honest. But they would be coming from a good while away. I'd rather have control over that there. We've also got the Ottomans here as well. Persians really are punching massively here with a huge force. We've got peace with the Afghans. I wonder if we could potentially, we can't request it in our we can't request trade because their ports are full. That's fine. They got all the technology they need. But that's fine. We'll just hang on here for the moment. We won't give Esfahan up just yet. We're definitely not going to get Baghdad go either. So we'll just, as you can see, we are absolutely using everything at our disposal here to bring as many troops in. That's 194 we've got coming in here, 49,000, which is excellent. Now, we won't send all these forces bit by bit. We'll send them an army group at a time. So we've got this force here. I think we'll move just outside Providence here, so that it can actually, probably here would be better for us, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. Outside Plymouth. So we'll move them here, I think, so they can be picked up. And we've got a new general here. So let's start putting their army together here. So this army is in good shape here. Now let's have a good set amount here. We've got 2 cannon. I think we'll have 3 foot and 3 howitzers. The cannons are absolutely vital here. The fire support has been vital, it really has. And we've got, yeah, so we're going to move these gentlemen into here. That's another army almost complete there. I think 1 more regiment of infantry will do just fine. We shall then begin our next. So you can only get 3 now, which is a bit of a menace, that is, because the size of Philadelphia, we should be getting far more troops in one go here, but alas, it is not meant to be. There's a huge amount of trade coming in and out of here, my goodness me. It really is just a monstrous amount of trade. And we've also got, we can probably move.
Yes, sir.
Let's get this for. Actually, we'll send in a veteran.
Anything more?
And let's set the gentleman down to this way here, so they can also join them. So that's another army group there. We've got this group here, which can put in position. Let's move them out of the way. So it'll be this army group will be sent in one go. We might send this army group to battle Spain. I think to perhaps feed in there, and also this army group, the second army group we're making, we might send it to the Middle East. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I think for definite. Now we haven't used a lot of these resources here for a long while, but as you can see here, we're starting to put together now a force. So we're going to use Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Again, we're going to have 3 foot and 3 howitzers. That's another army group being put, or another army put together here. And we've got more forces we can put down here as well. Here in Andalusia, in Caracas here. So what have we got?
Sir.
Again, let's put everything into perspective here. And in fact, what we should also do is get another cavalry as well while we're at it. So one more, and also we get another cavalry as well before we move. I like to have 4 cavalry in my armies, 2 for either flanks. So that's those set up there. That's absolutely fine. Is there anything else that needs to be replenished or repaired here? Indeed. And that as well, the port here. Anything else? No. They've left everything else alone. It wasn't too bad. We've got nothing coming in here. Probably because... what would be the reason for that? That's the reason why. So the Germans want to do that then, is it? That's fine. So what we will do, I think, is we will...
Awaiting further orders. Orders received and understood. Make ready. Orders. Set sail. Jump to it and look lively. Ship's orders, Captain. Ships cannot go there. Orders received and understood. Sir.
Push them Out of there.
Call to battle. Aye, sir.
You put these gentlemen back into here.
Away, boys. Either way.
What we're going to do then is we're going to prepare ourselves to move against them here. But we could move into here, and that would that is to get a battle here. Could we do that anyway?
Our way, Captain.
We can't do that anyway. We'll trap them in here.
Set sail. Jump to it. Look lively. Enemy sail. Run up. Aye, sir.
We'll push them out now soon. That'll free up the port. That's the reason why we haven't got any money coming in there. Now, here is another place we need to reinforce extensively. My gosh, the fighting here has been extraordinary, especially around here. It really has. We need to reinforce these considerably here, as you can see. These gentlemen have not been brought up to full strength at all for some reason. I'm not sure why. That's,
Sir.
and again, look at this. The battle of fighting here has been exceptional. Even now, they're still not at full strength. Let's make sure everything is at full strength. It is indeed here.
Ready for order.
Here. Still not quite at full strength for some reason. I'm not sure why they were missed.
Make ready.
We'd have this force just in advance here in case they try and come down towards us here, but we do have these forces here moving in as well.
Yes.
I'd like to move into here if possible, so we're just going to move.
Ready and waiting order.
We're going to move these forces into here a second,
Sir.
just on the cusp here of a battle.
Fight. Make ready. March. Maneuvers complete, sir. Citizens, fight.
Just we got the army group here, we'll actually move another force in. If we move these on this side of the river, though, they've got to come all the way around. So we need them on this side of the river here.
Men, forward.
Now.
Will be done. With all speed. I am weary.
Keep our intelligence gathering operations going well here. Now, these forces here are all started. We've got to build them. My goodness, we've got so much to do.
Ready and waiting order, sir.
So let's move these into here.
Make ready.
Full cavalry. Let's get the. Oh, we've got artillery. Yes, we have indeed.
Yes.
And line infantry. Here.
Make ready.
We also need some additional howitzers, so 2 more howitzers. Got this army here, which needs to be increased here and improved.
Yes.
Same here.
At the ready.
Now, where are these heading down to? They're heading down to here. Probably to retrofit, is it? Yes, to add into this, so we need to retrofit this army here as well. So I think to that end, we shall have 2 more additional units here for these, and then we're going to start
Yes,
filling
sir.
out this army much better here. I think we might have some light infantry as well in that army there. Maybe 1 additional. Oh, wait a minute. Some engineers as well.
Yes.
I think 1 more line infantry. So these here, these 4 gentlemen are for this army. These 2 here would be retrofitting this army that's here in Transylvania, or just outside Transylvania, beg your pardon, in Serbia. This army here needs to be retrofitted. Actually, it needs 3 cavalry, doesn't it? It's a bit silly of me, wasn't it, to do that? So we'll just move this one here as well. These all should get done pretty soon. Let's take him out so there and put him in at the end of the line here. Now, so that's secure, that's secure. We've got these gentlemen here that need more. So put this to another army here. This also needs additional troops in it as well. A lot more. We need cannon here as well. What we've got coming here. We've got lots of cannon there.
Ready and waiting order.
So it can go into this army here. What about here? No, nothing here at all. So we can use these 2 here to reinforce this army. So here we've got cannon, which is excellent.
Sir. Your orders?
And let's do some line infantry from this one here. It's going to cost us a little bit of money here, but we just got to ramp up the troops numbers. We just got to really invest in them here. What have we got here? Perfect. Now what about Denmark here? What are they doing? Absolutely nothing. They're sitting on their hands here. And that is entirely my fault. So again, we shall begin another round. And here as well, we've got this army here being put together. So what we'll do here now is we only got, was it 1 cavalry? So we need 4 cavalry. Oh, actually, we'll just put 1 here. Thus, maybe some lancers, because especially with their charge bonus. So we might include a lancer in this one as well, I think. Got them all sealed off here. That's excellent to see. Now here we've got to reinforce these. I mean, look at this. These take an absolute battering here, but still, this is almost at full strength. Now, only the general here has that. Again, these are almost at full strength. These armies are not looking too bad at all. My goodness me, this one's taking a right thrashing there, isn't it? So I think we can look at that. Let's put a general in here.
Ready for order.
I think we can send this force into here as well to be pulled into the fighting.
Forward for crown and country.
Let's get these gentlemen up to full strength here as well. Ow, they are already up. Look at that fighting there. My goodness me, it's extraordinary. Now, do we move in again? No, I think these forces, you can deal with them. I think we're going to really pack a punch. We're going to fill out this pincer here, this northern pincer. Look at that. And here we need to really get ourselves organised here, because we need additional forces in here. So what we might do is, we can't go anywhere near here yet, but we might just start putting them thus. So we can start putting a lot more forces into the area.
Troops forward. Make ready.
Let's put this one in here just to give us that extra added layer of protection. We'll move these gentlemen into here. What is this army looking like? Not too bad. We do additional force, 1 additional regiment here.
Men, waiting
and also here as well.
Ready and awaiting orders.
Got this army here.
Yes,
We're starting to really pack out this southern pincer as well. I was a bit concerned about this pincer here because it was looking a little bit light. Again, we probably don't need these gentlemen in this church here either, because we've got them secure here. So again, we'll move them into here, packing out this arm here. Look at that. Starting to really, but because this fighting here is going to be brutal, but they are starting to send forces up, as you can see. Even though they are tattered here, this flag, but still that's a power, and also down here as well. They're coming. We might just keep an eye on what's going on through Spain and there as well. See what's going on over here. Oh my goodness me! I wouldn't be surprised if these aren't heading up there as well. Looks like they're going to start throwing quite a bit at us here. Naples is pretty much disintegrating in front of our eyes here. So again, we've managed somehow to stabilise and reinforce here this massive pincer move here. But we do need anything else we can. Yeah, we can probably start to use some of these these fortresses here, or cities here. 38,000 is going to cost us an arm and leg. This, isn't it? But we've got to do it. I think we'll put another army here. And these will be sent to reinforce the Spanish front. I think we've got enough. Oh, mind you, we might even use it to reinforce here again, because we can't. We can probably go into France's territory here, but I'd like to take this out here, this force here, if necessary. I don't know why they're there, just sat there.
Ready for order, sir.
This force here will be earmarked to deal with this here. Going to clear out our rear lines here of all the Germans. Now, there's what to do here. We've got to commit. We don't have anything in the area that we can use, because I don't think we can even get anything off from Cairo either, which is a real shame. And this force here is just standing here loitering with intent, which you don't need to. This has got to be moved. I think we'll move this one into the Middle East, and we'll send it down this way here to reinforce against the Persians. Yes, I think that's what we'll do. We need a ship.
Ready for action. Ship's orders.
They'll join up here, and they'll move.
Further orders.
Where's the road? Probably here along this through the Syrian desert here.
Sir.
Under sail.
Sir. Any further orders?
Set sail. Ship's orders.
Waiting
Captain.
for your orders. Yes.
Forward. March.
Okay.
Harvesting supplies.
Again, we just can't create what we need here to do the damage. We've got to bring those in. Oh, mind you, we've got this sealed off here, so that should be not too bad at all. This is more of an episode where we just get ourselves together here a bit. And why aren't we? See, these things like this can't be allowed to slip here. We've got to keep ourselves on the front foot here. Let's repair this here. We've got these forces here heading probably towards Vilnius, to be honest with you, but they're not going to break through. We might even attack into here, into Minsk, and take this once and for all, I think. I'll remove this threat here, but it'll be a heck of a battle, it really will. I think we might punch a hole through here, but they've got these gentlemen here as well, and that's a powerful force there. I think we'll end the turn here. I think we've done everything we can. We need to catch our breath here for a moment. I know we've got how many turns here before this breaks here? 5 turns, that's fine. Don't think we can do anything else just yet. We've got this here in. I wonder if we can use these forces. Mind you, these forces here in Ceylon.
Yes, sir.
They just sat here twiddling their thumbs. They're not really needed at the moment. Especially this here that has a marine regiment in it.
Yes, sir.
And these are pretty strong. I think we might send these back here to the Middle East. That's probably going to be much better use. So 2 ships.
On our way,
Ship's
Captain.
orders.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Any orders? Make ready.
On our way,
Ready
Captain.
and waiting for orders, sir.
All the way.
Orders, sir.
I'd just send them back here into Madagascar. Europe, if you would please, gentlemen. Thank you. 2 more additional armies being moved, and we might just put another one into the field here. Can we do it from here? We can. Look at that. We can get company infantry here, so I think we'll put another one together here as well. We can't get as much here. We can get the howitzers though. Thankfully, we've completely kitted out Ceylon, because it was going to be used and still is going to be used as a base of operations to attack into the Mughal Empire, which is going to be an absolute huge fight. It's a fight that is quite scary, to be honest with you, because the Mughals haven't been touched, haven't had a war, haven't fought anybody for decades. As you can see, look at these forces, and they're unscathed. And they've got all of this huge production facilities and all the income from these. And they'd be, as I said before, they could be completely untouched by anything. All this money just pouring in. From all these different regions here. And they've been completely unscathed from any wars, any fighting. So they've built up a hefty bank and a lot of troops. But again, our troops will then, by that time, be incredibly battle-hardened. They really will. I think we'll end the turn here, my friends. We're just doing a little bit of preparing here. But this force here, why are they just loitering here? They don't need to be. They've got to be sent somewhere. Perhaps up here, but I think we've got enough here to deal with this. I want to really just try and get as many troops into these as we can here. And also, this force here doesn't need to be sat here within. We push some more of these 2 of these regiments will probably go in here. And maybe try and feed them in and around here if possible. Try and get them into here. Or we'll just put them on the ship, transport them into here. But we need them to be really powerful here. Punching through here shouldn't be too much of a problem with these. We'll clear the Netherlands first, and then punch a hole through here. This is the gap we're looking for. We're going to hit these forces hard here, heading for Brussels. And then once we've packed out this pincer arm here, we'll do the same. We're gonna bull straight in here, bulldoze straight into here, and take this on as a fight here. It'll consume a huge amount of our forces, but it'll give this army at least a chance to wrap around here quite aggressively. We do need to know what's going on around here, so let's just take out Paris. Okay.
Without further delay.
They do actually have 2 armies in here. As you can see, they've actually got 3 armies here, but none of them can be used. We can't actually fight them. They've got 3 armies there in Paris. We've got to be careful we don't underestimate this. Let's just end the turn here, my friends. Let's see what happens here. Let's just try and get ourselves, as I said, on even key. Actually, we could probably use these gentlemen as well. Waste not, want not. Again, 24 pounders. Let's end the turn. We've got that's 38,000. That's not too bad. And what is trade looking like? Drats, look at that. Norway's been cut off, and so is Great Britain. That really is a menace. Europe has been completely stripped there of anything there, so that's a real menace. Let's end the turn here, my friends.
In position.
We're not looking too bad here at all. We have managed to sort of stabilise, replenish and repair, bring things back into the fold, as it were, reinforce. That's the critical issue here. Now the Barbary States is pulling back here away from Egypt, which is excellent. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see some kind of action from France against us. I know they are allies with Germany now, so the Germans are going to send everything they've got here. They put on money. Are they going to head for Transylvania? Indeed they are, sir. But we're not going to be raided by the Germans. No chance. They're pulling away from there. So, right, that's the battle, my friends, we'll have for next episode. And to be honest with you, we should just mind you, it's only them. They're not bringing anything else in. So, as you can see, these are not being retrofitted. What absolutely we need to retrofit this army here. It's one of our oldest armies, because you can see we've still got these regiment of horse, and are they numbered at all? No, they're not. But it is quite an old regiment. Yeah, it's 157. So it does have named regiments, numbered regiments as well, which is, as you can see here, means it's one of our oldest armies. But this is the battle we're going to see for next time, my friends. We've done some reinforcing. We've brought we've sort of coalesced some of the forces around, regrouped the forces, and prepared ourselves for the next phase of our operation, because we really are up against it now, my friends. I kid you not, the fighting is going to get more and more intense now, especially if the operation we got against the Spanish goes ahead. It'll be absolutely brutal. Also, we're going to start pushing more and more forces into the Middle East. It's going to require us to push our resources, our economy to the absolute limit. But we have to do it, my friends. We have to do it. But this is where we are now. Of course, I'd like to thank all of you for your wonderful advice and support. Thank you for your very kind comments as well. It's been absolutely wonderful. Again, apologise, my friends, for the lateness and slowness of the uploads. But as you can imagine, with Christmas looming large, things have picked up in the background to get finished before Christmas. So whatever you do, my friends, as always, please be safe. Thank you again for your wonderful support. But until next time, bye for now.